Everyone has experienced a state of frustration when they want to blame everything but themselves. Perhaps a bad grade in a classmate, having a bad educator, failing a driver's test due to bad weather, or driving a poor vehicle. We do this often because it's easy to condemn external factors instead of looking internally. A bad workman always blames his tools. People are often quick to blame their problems on everything, yet many of these issues are from their own doing and can be prevented or resolved just by examining their behavior. Going into my second semester of my senior year, I began to understand that many of the issues I was facing in my life was something that I could resolve just by altering my behavior. My name is Jacob Sanchez, and for the next 2 minutes, I'd like to share my background and how I directly connect to the statement, a bad worker always blames his tools. First, I'd like you to get some information on my background and who I am. So I was born in the Bronx, New York. I lived the majority of my life here in Indianapolis. I'd definitely say I prefer to live here. It's just more friendly and less fast-paced, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm the second oldest of four brothers. First would be my older brother, Steven. He has a wife and a daughter already. I also have a pet turtle. She is, I think, 14 in human years. I don't know if there's a term for turtle years, but I am a godfather as well. So to Steven's daughter, she's my niece, or my goddaughter. Now that you know a little bit about myself, let's get into some examples of how I connect with my proverb. I feel as though I'm a pretty good scholar. I get pretty good grades, and I'm willing to work for it, but I didn't always have this mindset. Around the third year of my high school career, I made some adjustments. I had a bad grade in trigonometry, and I immediately blamed it on my teacher. But after turning in all my homework and starting to practice or studying before tests, I realized my bad grade was my own doing. It was easy to make excuses for the lack of my work. Once I realized I was able to tackle this head on, I started to become more proud of what my grades were looking like in my classes. Before I get into my second connection, I would like to state that I am blessed and have a car to get around, but obtaining my license wasn't as easy as I had first thought. My first test felt intense as I was getting ready to go up and down the street in that awkward car where no one talks. But I say first because I didn't pass my first driver's test. After going straight for some time, my first turn came up. Long story short, I made an illegal turn by not converging into the most closest lane. And I immediately blamed my instructor because, I guess she wasn't cool enough to let me pass. In reality, it was my fault for not preparing myself and understanding the rules before taking the test. In summary, when dealing with problems in your life, don't be so quick to blame it on external factors. First, look to what you can do or did to change the outcome of this issue. Resolving internal issues can make a happier and more productive person, and it's time to understand that life sucks sometimes, but our behavior doesn't make it any better. A bad workman always blames his tools.